Yo, what's happening? Vonnie EC, another trucker coming out the gym. Yeah, got my juices flowing right now. So while I'm sitting up in this car before I get out, man, I'm finna go ahead and capture my thoughts of what I was thinking about that I want to share with y'all. But the best way to make it through trucking, it's more than one way to skin a cat, but to me, one of the best ways to get through trucking, to get to where you're going, or to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, especially being in trucking and whatever you're trying to do with your life, man, just make sure you got a plan. Make sure you got a plan before you come up in this shit. Or if you in here, you know, hopefully, or if you already in the industry, hopefully you do got a plan. But I think that's one of the most important things that you need to be equipped with coming into trucking, is to have a plan. I think that's one of the things that kept me focused and kept me on the straight and narrow on my journey being in trucking. You know, I've been in trucking for 7.5 years, and I had a plan since day one. You know, even before I started driving, I already had an idea and knew some of the things that I wanted to accomplish. You know, I have a vision is way bigger than what I'm doing right now. You know, what I'm doing ain't shit. You know, I'm still grinding, still working, still slowly building, still going through it. Still going through it to get to it, still paying dues. But to make it to where I've made it to thus far in this industry, man, it's only because I had a plan. And that plan has kept me in line. You know, sometimes we might veer off. You know, you might enjoy life a little bit and, you know, spend a little money here, spend a little money there, you know, mess around, whatever it is you into. But having that solid plan, man, and really sticking to it, man, that's something that's going to really help you get far in this industry and get you to where you wanted to go. You know, I can say, I could pat myself on the back at least and say that I've accomplished 2 major things that I wanted to do when I first got into trucking. You know, I said I wanted to get me some property. Did that. Said I wanted to get my own truck. Did that. You know, am I at the mountaintop? Far from it. But I've been keeping my promises to myself. And when you keep promises to yourself and you actually execute shit, you know, that gives you the confidence and that gives you the confidence to keep pushing on, to know that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to, whether it's trucking or whatever it is in your life. It ain't just got to be trucking, you know what I'm saying? But just speaking on using my journey as a reference, yes, some of the major things I knew that I wanted to get a property and I wanted to get a truck, for starters. And those 2 things I checked off, I executed. But I was only able to do that because I had a plan. And, you know, when I first came into this industry, man, I came in with nothing and was willing to embrace everything that came with it. Came in with zero. Face full of hair, head full of hair. You know what I'm saying? And I remember a while when I first started, I started making little videos, but I wasn't making videos on YouTube. I was putting little videos up on Facebook because, you know, I felt like I knew more people. My videos, the little videos that I was making, would be seen more by people that knew me or whatnot, man. And when I first got on my trucking journey, man, during that time, just the way my hair and my facial hair was, man, a lot of people thought I lost my mind. People thought I lost my mind, but what they didn't understand was that I was that focused, you know. Maybe I was unkept, you know. I washed my ass. That's number one, you know. But I didn't give a fuck about how I looked. I really didn't. I wasn't tripping on trying to look cute out here, man. My mind was focused on certain things, you know what I'm saying? My mind was focused. I wasn't worried about trying to be cute. Hey, I ain't knocking nobody that take pride in their appearance. You know, as time went on, you know, I started caring about my appearance, but a lot of people thought I lost my mind when I was making those videos from the way that I looked, because people was used to seeing me clean cut, you know what I'm saying? Faded. Or you know, nice line up, beard tight, you know what I'm saying, fresh. But when I first started trucking, I didn't give a fuck about none of that, because my mind was focused on my vision. And you know, when I first started, I wasn't making that much money. I remember, man, I probably, when I was in training, maybe making $100 an average a week. Maybe was in training for about 4 weeks or some shit like that. I can't remember, but you know, I didn't care about how much the trainer was making off me and all that shit. I did not care about none of that, because I see the type of shit people talk about today, and I know this is a lot more entitled people in trucking today. See, when I got into trucking, I got into trucking in 2017. It was trucking content on YouTube, but the content wasn't as prevalent as convenience across all major platforms, social media platforms, like it is today. And you got a lot of people making this shit look sweet. So a lot of people coming into this industry thinking things is just gonna happen overnight. And it don't really work like that. It just don't. The law of compensation is something that you can't get around. You have to give to get. So in order to get to where you want to be in this trucking industry, you got to pay your dues. And I think having a plan and making sure you executing shit along your plan while you in this industry, that will help you get to where you want to be faster. You know what I'm saying? Having the discipline to manage your money, stack your money, stay away from shit that's going to entice you and influence you to spend your money. Because you got to look at it. We trading time for money. In most 9-to-5 situations, in any job situation, we trading our time for money. In this trucking, you have to be okay with giving a lot of your time for little money. You got to be okay with that. But the little money that you get, if you know what to do with it and how to manage that shit, you can make something of it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't care about the money. Of course, I knew I was going to make the money. And through my progression in trucking, I always slowly went up. You know. Just like I said in the last video, man, I seen somebody in the trucking group say $1,500 to $1,800 a week. We just gonna say net. They say that wasn't no good money in this economy. To me, that's a person that ain't got no plan. That's a person that ain't got no plan. And this is an owner operator who, like I say, on average, I'm seeing 3 to 4 times that. You know what I'm saying? Just on average. And I'm here to tell you, that's good money as a company driver. You can do some damage with that if you know how to budget. If you know how to manage your money. And managing your money is part of having a plan and knowing what you want to do, man. Because this ain't the industry, man. You just want to be out here just with your ass in the air and bullshitting. You don't want to be up in this industry. You want to, whatever it is that you want to do, man, you want to be able to come into this industry and execute what you want to do and be able to make the decision to get out or stay in. You know, some people love trucking. Some people don't mind doing this. I'm one of those people that don't mind doing this for a while. I knew I was going to be in this industry for a minute once I got into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm built for it. Is this something I want to be doing while I'm 70, 80 years old? Hell no. Hell no. But I don't mind doing it. But some people don't want to be in it that long. You know what I'm saying? So the best way to, if you're one of those people that want to get in, get what you can and get out, you got to make sure you have a plan and you got to stick to it. Yeah. Make sure you have a plan and you stick to it. Because I can tell you this, man, once you start making good money and you start spending money on unnecessary shit, you start financing shit that you don't need and can't afford, man, that's the shit that's going to keep you stuck. And that's the shit that's going to kill your freedom. Because you can still have freedom as a company driver. You know, everybody think that being an owner operator is freedom, just automatically. And I'm here to say that's not true. That's not true. You can be a slave to your truck as an owner operator more than a company driver can be a slave to a company, man. Straight up. Because having your own truck ain't no joke. It's serious business. It's a whole nother level of understanding. This shit you have to embrace. But to me, money well managed is freedom. It is freedom. I'll save it for another video. This game, something I want to say, I'll save it for another video, maybe for the next video. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest, man. Just make sure you have a plan, man, and be willing to embrace what come with this shit. You know, I embraced everything that came with trucking, and it has worked out for me thus far. But you know, now that I'm on this new level of owner opping, there are a new set of dues that I have to pay. There's a new set of mountains of bullshit that I got to go through to overcome. You know, I've realized that about life. Just because you level up don't mean that the game is over. You know, once you level up to that new level, you have new levels of bullshit to deal with. And I'm learning fast. Woo! Learning fast. And but the thing that pushes me through this, that keeps my mind in order, is that I had a plan. I got a vision, you know, and my vision is bigger than me. Yeah. So that's what keeps me aligned. That's what keeps me focused. So, you know, I came into trucking when I was 34. So I pretty much had my mind made up, had a nice amount of discipline and structure within myself. You know, I understand you might be a young man or a young person. I don't really know what females is thinking. I can only speak from, speak to the young men. You know y'all still out here, man, especially if you're 20s. You know, y'all want to mingle with the chicks and all that different type of shit. And, you know, but mingling and chasing women, man, this shit costs money. I ain't the one that's going to tell you not to have fun, but just remember that mingling with women, it costs money. Because, you know, it ain't just about the dates. It's about the shit that you got to do to catch them, you know. The bait that a lot of us men feel like we need to have. We need to have a nice ride. We got to have a nice clothes, you know. All the different type of shit you got to do around attracting women. You know, that shit costs money. That shit costs money. So I know a lot of young guys is getting into this industry, man. You know, y'all see y'all some money. You know, you start making money in this trucking industry that you ain't never seen before. You gonna want to enjoy yourself, and that's cool. But if you can exercise that discipline, man, keep that discipline and keep the bigger picture in mind. Because I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. If you a young man, you in your 20s, right? You might be in your early to mid 20s and you looking at this. And I don't mind sharing my age. I'm 42. Bro, if you was to sacrifice some of your time, man, and really buckle down to get to where you're going, and have it in your mind that you're not missing out on nothing. Let's just say if you grind it your way and focus to building and shit like that. So if you're 25, man, about time you get to 35, man, you got your shit together, bro. 35 is young. 40 is old, but 40 is still young. Straight up. 40 ain't old. So just think about anything under 40. So if you start in your 20s and you have your shit situated by the time you in your 30s, man, you can be really on your way. You know, because a lot of us older guys, we can look back and some of us have regrets on the time that we just spent chasing and playing with females. You know, not to say that women are a beautiful thing. You know, what would life be without women? But everything got to be put in a context. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to build shit for yourself, you got to make sacrifices. So, you know, I noticed that in this trucking shit, man, a lot of people get caught up with these females, man, and It just take them off their path. So you got to be strong, got to have that structure. Not saying that you can't, mess around, but you got to have that discipline if you're going to be in a mix. Got to discipline yourself. So I just say all that just to say, man, ain't nothing wrong with sacrificing some time to get your shit together, man. You ain't missing out on nothing. If you a young man watching this, you ain't missing out on shit. I'm in my 40s and in my early 40s, and I'm not slacking a minute. How can I say it? I'm still in good favor with younger chicks. Real talk. So you ain't missing nothing, fam. Just take the time out, have a plan. And you ain't, like I said, you're not missing nothing. You ain't missing shit. You don't have to be in a hurry to go keep up with the Joneses, man. Stack your bread up. Especially if you got investment plans, you want to get your own truck, you want whatever it is that you want to do that's going to take some time for you to stack your money up and get your shit together, man. Take your time out, man. Get your shit together, man. Keep that first. Keep that first, because I can tell you, being 42, man, life is still like a playland. It's still like a candy land when you want it to be. See, since I've been in this industry, people probably wouldn't believe me, but this whole time I've been in this industry, man, I ain't never smashed nothing on the road. Never. Only a couple times when I've been broke down, for days to a week or something. I'm stuck in a hotel. Yeah, I didn't hop on a little dating site, try to see what I can make shake. But some of these places that I've been broke down in, I ain't been able to make no connection with shit. So I've tried, but overall, no, I've never really spent my time chasing no tail. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drop the load off and get back. I'm thinking about the money. I'm not worried about no bras. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, done that. And in my life since I've been in trucking, when it's time for that time presents itself, and it's cool. It is what it is. But as far as spending my time chasing bras and shit like that, like I say, because once I came into the industry, I was already at an age to where I had a great understanding about certain things. And you got to get your P's straight. You know what I'm saying? You can't have one P in front of the other P, if you know what I mean. You got to have priorities over the other P. You can't have that other P over your priorities. You get what I'm saying? So have a plan, stick to it, embrace what come with this shit, man. If you're going to be in this trucking shit, man, accept this shit. Because if you just coming in the trucking looking for a quick come up, it might be hard for you. Because you're going to come around and come up to a lot of brick walls that's going to shatter your expectations. So just take this shit with a grain of salt. And, hey, man, I believe in you. You can do it. It's out here for us. No matter what they say that is going on with the industry, man, this industry ain't going nowhere no time soon. So it's out here. It's all on you. Vonnie EC, another trucker, gone.